Yesterday, a governor with his eye on running for U.S. president just signed a law, what is probably the most unconstitutional piece of legislation in his state's history. This legislation is now a potential prime target for Attorney General Pam Bondi's new Second Amendment task force, and some members of Congress have already put it at her attention. This is a deliberate violation of our God-given rights, and I want your opinion on this. Welcome to Guns and Gadgets, your premier source for Second Amendment news. If you're passionate about staying informed on these critical issues, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so that you never miss an update. Before I dive in, a big thank you to our sponsor, Blackout Coffee, a family-owned business based in Florida. We focus on small batch, freshly roasted coffee, emphasizing quality and robust flavors. We source our high-quality beans directly from farmers and cooperatives worldwide, paying above fair trade prices to support sustainable practices, and yes, the tariffs are crushing us. We offer a variety of roasts, medium, dark, and flavored options, as well as K-Cups, and we align with conservative American values, supporting military, first responders, and organizations like Gun Owners of America, Second Amendment Foundation, and Firearms Policy Coalition. We also run Operation Blackout, a program donating coffee to deployed troops, and you can check us out at the link down below. It's blackoutcoffee.com/GNG, and I will save you some money on your order if you use code GNG10. Thanks for thinking about Blackout Coffee. On April 10th, 2025, Colorado Governor Jared Polis signed Senate Bill 25-003 into law, converting constitutional rights into a privilege, one that makes owning a firearm significantly more difficult for those who cannot afford these new add-ons. For many Coloradans, especially low-income citizens who have been terrorized by Tren de Aragua, the SB 25003 creates a barrier that puts firearm ownership out of reach and renders them defenseless. The law, set to take effect on August 1st of 2026, introduces stringent requirements for purchasing most semi-automatic firearms with detachable magazines. Here's what the new law entails: a ban on magazine-fed semi-automatic firearms like AKs and ARs. It institutes a new eligibility card. Yeah, you need an eligibility card for your constitutional right. You have to apply for your constitutional right, and applicants must obtain a firearms safety course eligibility card from their county sheriff, who has the authority to deny the application of that individual if they deem them a risk. There's also now mandatory training. A 12-hour safety course certified by Colorado Parks and Wildlife is required for your constitutional right converted into a privilege, and it will cover topics from firearm laws to crisis intervention. And the governor says his goal is to keep the cost of that price at under $200, but there's no guarantee. The database inclusion is also part of this bill. Upon completion of all of that, individuals are then entered into a state database. That's called a registry, and it allows them to purchase firearms after a final background check by a licensed dealer. Additionally, the law bans rapid-fire conversion devices, like bump stocks, aiming to prevent semi-automatic weapons from mimicking automatic fire. However, the Supreme Court just said that bump stocks aren't machine guns, so there's another problem that Pam Bondi can attack them for. It's important to note that the law doesn't affect all firearms, so those semi-automatic rifles and stuff without detachable magazines, those are not affected by this, but it's still a ban on most gas-operated semi-automatic firearms with detachable magazines. Now, supporters like the clown state representative Tom Sullivan, whose son was a victim at the Aurora Theater shooting, hail the law as a life-saving measure. Now, Sullivan has helped pass 12 other anti-gun bills, and he said he has more work to do. So this guy is about the biggest POS that you can find when it comes to violating the Constitution as an elected representative whose job is to protect the Constitution at all costs. Conversely, opponents argue that the law infringes on Second Amendment rights and imposes undue burdens on lawful gun owners. Organizations like Rocky Mountain Gun Owners are considering legal challenges already, citing potential administrative hurdles and costs. Now, Governor Polis says that the law is not a ban, but a step towards responsible gun ownership through education and training. Funny. I'm looking at the Constitution on the wall, and it doesn't say that anywhere in the Second Amendment. He also said, quote, "This bill ensures that our Second Amendment rights are protected while improving public safety," end quote. I seem to remember a Supreme Court case called Bruin, where they can't put public safety over. That's that interest balancing test that was smacked down by the Supreme Court. Now, as Colorado navigates the complexities of this gun legislation, this law represents a significant constitutional violation. What are your thoughts on this new legislation, guys and gals? Share your opinions in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more in-depth analysis on this and other violations of our Second Amendment rights. And once again, a big thank you to Blackout Coffee for sponsoring today's video. Guys and gals, please be safe, stay vigilant, and carry a gun to keep you, your friends, your family, your community safe. That is what the Constitution says, and that is what we can and should do. We do not get our rights from government or Governor Polis or any other clown politician who's looking to make money by violating the Second Amendment. I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great day. God bless America.